In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the best way possible for you to connect with your prospects. And it's not what you think. It's not anything you've probably heard from a traditional sales training. I'm excited to share it with you. Stick around. When you're looking to connect with your prospect, a lot of things come to mind. For example, traditional sales training is going to have you ask your prospect about their family, try to find common ground, try to talk about sports, try to find some sort of a way to connect with that person and share some sort of like-minded interest. Now, that's all fine and good, but the best way to connect with your prospect, really, is to connect with yourself. And one of the reasons for that is there's something called mirror neurons in your brain. And when you're sitting across from somebody, they're detecting and picking up the emotional state that you're in, and they're actually feeling what you're feeling. So if you're not in a great place, if you're showing up to a sales call with anxiety, or you're showing up a little sad, or you're showing up like you don't really want to be there, it doesn't matter what sort of tactics you use. It doesn't matter if you love the same sports team or have kids the same age, there's going to be some sort of a disconnection. And the more disconnected you are from yourself in that moment, the more disconnected you're going to be from your prospect. They can feel it as well. So knowing what we know about neuroscience and mirror neurons, the very best thing you can do to make your prospect feel comfortable in your sales process is simply to make yourself feel comfortable. And the more comfortable you are, the more comfortable that prospect is going to feel. Feeling comfortable is the main thing that people need to feel in order to trust you as a salesperson. So just relax. Now, if you are feeling anxious, Dr. Srini Pillai from Harvard explains it's good just to bring it up. And you could even share something, because you don't feel anxious in every sales call, but there are some people that make you feel anxious. And you could even say something like, man, sometimes it feels so weird at this point in the sales conversation, doesn't it? When we're just kind of getting to know each other. And you can just call it out because they're probably already feeling it as well. If it's coming from you, they've picked it up in their mirror neurons, or if they're anxious and you're picking it up in your mirror neurons and you just label it and call it out, it's going to diffuse a lot of that anxiety. And you're going to start to develop a spirit of authenticity on that conversation. So anytime you're really trying to connect with somebody, it's very counterintuitive. Instead of just hyper-focusing on them, start to hyper-focus on you, how you're feeling in your body. One of the things that I've really felt and lived in the past is I would gauge how well a sales conversation is going based on how I'm feeling within my body. And I would think, am I really here to just be comfortable and help this person or not? And if you're starting to get uncomfortable, the first place you start to feel it is some tension in your chest. You start feeling things in your stomach. You start feeling your muscles tense up. And the best thing for you to do is just to relax, take a breath, make yourself feel comfortable. And by doing that, you're making your prospect feel more comfortable. And now you can have very authentic conversations, the type of conversations that will help you actually close a sale. Now it's important after you have that authentic conversation to be able to establish a follow-up process that will maintain that authenticity and that feeling of high connection and that feeling of comfort. And that's what ClientPoint is designed to do. With our client relationship experience, you'll be able to replicate that feeling that you felt in the meeting throughout the follow-up process and make sure that your prospect is well taken care of and you've maintained that positive energy all the way through the sales process to that signed deal.